My turn then. I'm not gonna waste time. So I think I'm gonna do this on simulacrum. Obviously, it has to be the simulacrum. Just to get a little prowess thing going. Let me see. I have 3, 6. Let's see. Let's see if we can finish this turn. I think we can. Yeah, we can. That was perfect, man. That was a fantastic showing of this deck. I'm not gonna lie. I really, really enjoyed this. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be another standard deck tag, and guess what? It's control. Something that you guys really don't see coming from me. When I play control, I usually play Azorius control. This is very different for me, but guess what? If I'm bringing to the channel, it's because it works. I think I said this throughout the video. This is not, first of all, this is not my original list. I found it on Untapped. Second of all, this list is kind of original because it's different than that one, because I don't have 4 Jeskai Revelations, for example. If you guys have 4, or if you can craft 4, do it. This is the most important card of the deck. Apart from that, what this deck wants to do is it's control. You have counters, 2 counters, you have a lot of removal, Get Lost, Lightning Helix in this beautiful version. You have Inevitable Defeat, which is a fantastic card. You have Right's End, you have Ultima as your board wipe, and even these 2 can count as removal and control. Like both of them return spells to the opponent's hand, but Jeskai Revelation also deals damage to any target, so pretty decent. You have Rel Crackling Wheat to create some authors with prowess and card draw, obviously. And then if you get to that -10, which is not that easy, but it's not that difficult in a deck like this as well. Instant and sorcery spells you cast have Storm, which is fantastic because you have a lot of mana. This deck runs 27 land, so you have a lot of mana. You have a bunch of card draw, 3 steps ahead, consult the chart, stock up, Ral, Meringue River Region, Jeskai Revelation. All of them draws you a bunch of cards, and you have a bunch of life gain as well. So Lightning Helix, Inevitable Defeat, and Jeskai Revelation. All of this to say that with this deck, you will be able to control the board until you have enough mana to a Jeskai Revelation, which, like I said, the most important card. You will be able to close out games with the tokens created with Jeskai Revelation and Rel Crackling Wheat, because they have prowess and you're gonna be playing a lot of instants and sorceries. Or you will be able to close out the game with a big 6/7 dragon that also returns permanents to their owner's end. So there's ways of controlling the board, there's ways of drawing cards, there's ways of gaining life, there's ways of finishing the game. This is a very complete deck, as you're gonna see. I really don't have a lot more to say. The games will speak for themselves. So really watch the video. Hopefully you guys like it. Let me know if you try out the deck. Let me know if it works as well for you as it did for me. Let me know if you guys went and checked the list that's on Untapped GG, because that's where I got it from, I'm pretty sure. Or if you guys tried this list out, and what changes would you make to this after playing, or even just by looking at it to make it more consistent. I had a blast playing with this, which is not something that's super easy to do with control decks. Usually the games are pretty boring. But yeah, I'm gonna let the games speak for themselves. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get in some games. I can keep this hand. Only 2 lands. This will be far from ideal, but we can draw for more lands. We can kind of hold on in the first couple of turns. Let's see. And another one, so that's actually pretty good for us. Another one, I mean another removal. Not another land. So just past turn, chilling. This is supposed to be control-y, so okay. He's just ramping to hell. I could consult the chart, but I don't think I want to right now. I I will go with blue there. No pay to life, yeah. And I'll just pass turn again. So now we have a counter open. Our opponent has 6 mana, which is insanity. It's not that this does anything for me, but you know, he will draw off of that, so that kind of sucks. I'm not going to consult the chart. I'm just gonna pass turn, play that, move on. Like I said, we are a control deck, so we want to keep our options open. I'm just gonna let that go. Like I don't know what exactly our opponent is ramping to. I'm gonna say like a Nugin or something. I think that's the only thing that kind of makes sense here, especially because he has a simulacrum. But I'm going to consult the charts this turn. Obviously, let's see. We can get 2 cards in our hand. I'm gonna get 1 land and 1 get lost, just to kinda just to kinda try and get the lands out of the way. I will just pass turn and discard the other land, I guess. This deck has a lot of lands, so well, it just did that, so maybe I will write then the simulacrum. That way I don't have to discard and our opponent doesn't get the card draw. Plus we still have Get Lost or Lightning Helix open for whatever he plays. Get Lost does destroy a Nugin if Nugin comes. I would rather counter Nugin, to be fair, but I don't know exactly why I'm thinking Nugin. I just think that our opponent has 9 mana. 10, 11 actually 11 mana, and he's not really doing anything with it, so just very confused, I guess. So nothing for him, nothing for us, and we will just pass turn. We are doing what the deck wants to do, you know, like deck wants to just chill and let things happen until we can play a Jeskai Revelation and try and gain an advantage that way. But I will take the 1. There's no point not to, and I will try and Meringue River Regent most likely. So he's creating tokens, I guess. Let me draw and see what we get. Okay. Inevitable Defeat and Ultima. I will discard Get Lost. The Inevitable Defeat is the better version of Get Lost, and I think I will just, you know what, I'll try and kill the Lanoir Elf just to gain a little bit of life. And just to see if I can kind of make sense of what our opponent has. This version of the Lightning Helix is beautiful, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. I have no idea what our opponent is, to be honest. I think he's going to create another token. I'm going to sacrifice 1 and draw. That's fine by me. I just did this because we have nothing to do at this point, right? Our opponent is playing nothing. We are playing nothing. I'm not going to play an Ultima or an Inevitable Defeat on that thing there. So I have no idea what our opponent's General Phoenix's game plan is. Apologies if you heard my share again. I'm just making myself a little bit better in my chair. Okay, so I guess we now understand the game plan. At least a little bit. I could have countered. I don't know why I did that, but we will inevitably defeat the Framing Hive Pool, or try to at least. He cannot counter that, but he can try and protect that somehow. We will have Ultima to deal with whatever. Okay, so he's just slowly killing himself. I do not mind that at all. So I will go with starting town, and I will stock up at this point. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana available. So I think I'll go with Lightning Helix. Yeah, both Lightning Helixes should be fine, you know. I will pass turn. I will not. I was going to kill one of these, but I will not do that at this point in time because I kind of want to keep the 3 steps ahead open. And I will take the 2. This is more dangerous, for example. Okay, so like I said, Ugin. Let's see if we can counter that. So I don't think there's any reason we couldn't, but and there's nothing he can do about that as well. And if he plays for some reason another, we have a Get Lost and the Jeskai Revelation to deal with it, because we can just send it back to the hand, right? Okay, so a bunch of things there. I can Ultima and still have enough for 3 steps ahead, and I think that's what I'm going to do because there's a lot of treasures and artifacts and stuff like that there. So I think this is the time. 2 creatures and 3 artifacts seem pretty decent for an Ultima. And then we still have the 3 steps ahead in case he has another Ugin. Okay, he has an Ultima. Yeah, I'm gonna let that go. It's a creature. I can try and get lost probably, I would say. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 7, so yeah. I'll most likely get lost the Ultima. You'll probably create another fish. Which, not that I care that much about the fishes. I'm fine with that. Let's see what he gets. Okay, I'm fine with that. That's perfect, actually. That is actually perfect because I think I'm gonna go with that. This goes back to the hand. This, and we got another land. Unfortunately, it's tapped. And we have another land after. Don't really care about that one. So now, if our opponent has an Ugin on his hand, for example, we can just inevitable defeat next turn. This is a white token, I don't think. Let me see. Yeah, it is. So we could actually do something with that. This is attacking creatures, yeah? Yeah. So I can only do that to attacking creatures, and another land that really does nothing for us. That does though. I will try and take that one out. You know? I think we can. That is fine, and we'll just attack. You'll probably create a fish, but it's tapped. So I think, or no, it's not. I thought it was a tapped fish. I don't know why. Um, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will kill the fish. And this turn will be very good for us. We went to 24 life and our opponent went to 5. We can actually pretty much, you know... no, I don't think I want to let you do that. Now, we are completely tapped out, so... But at the same time, our opponent only has... What the hell does this do? Draw a card. Okay, you can gain 3 more life. I don't know why this mistake happens now with Arena. Okay, I think we got this. I think this was a 11-12 minute game, but I think we got this. Good game. I don't think there's anything our opponent can really do, and we got the win. Again, very controlly. Obviously, this is exactly what the deck wants to do. We just need to relax. If we have counters, we can use them on the biggest things. Like when our opponent had like 11 man on turn, 5 or 6 or whatever, and he wasn't playing anything, I knew Anugin was the only logical thing, especially because he had already played the Solemn Simulacrum, which is something you don't really get to see that much these days unless artifacts matter, but he was on a mono green build at the same time. So let's see what the next game brings, guys. Yeah, I think I'll keep this. There's no reason not to. Maybe the colors aren't the best, but Bride's End will help a lot. No more lies, not terrible. I will definitely start in town so I can have a no more lies open. Maybe we'll get to counter the traveling chocobo or just kill the Saz chocobo. We'll see. We will definitely see. Terra Symbiosis. Yeah, I'll definitely no more lies that. Screw it. We will still be able to kill the chocobo. We will take a big chunk of damage this turn, but we will still kill this. And I'm doing it immediately because I'm gonna put this tap. There's nothing I can do. Mossborn Hydra, we can still deal with that. We need a non-tap land. We cannot deal with that. Oh, we can still do it. So perfect, beautiful, gorgeous. I will definitely do that. Gain 3 life. Our opponent loses 3, which is very good, and we're basically surviving at this point. This deck is goddamn crazy, man. I hate playing against this deck, I'm gonna be honest. Even playing with it sometimes sucks. Imagine playing against it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I'm gonna go with that. And now I have 2 options. I either create a creature and maybe he focuses everything on Raul, or I draw cards. Now he forces me to discard 2, so I will just do that. Let's see what he gets. This serves as a blocker, so, you know. I don't think he can kill Raul at this point, and I don't think he can kill me at this point. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 1 away of playing the Meringue River Regent as a dragon, so there's that. We just need to hold on. I think he's gonna go with those. He's gonna level the Innkeeper's talent. We kinda need more removal. Bride's End, Inevitable Defeat, Lightning Helix would be fantastic. Removal or card draw would be very good, so let's see. Archdruid's Charm, okay. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep the counters open. for next turn. This will not have, what's it called? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create another author, and I'm just gonna pass them. Like, I will let the rampaging ballads get onto the battlefield. I'll let that get onto the battlefield as well, because I want to try and draw. Most likely we'll go all out there. And fortunately, this costs 6, so he's not going to play that. There's not a lot I can do. So I'm gonna... Yeah. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. And I will now draw.
New world requires new strategies.
Okay, that's not terrible. We'll definitely keep the land. I will not discard Jeskai Revelation Ultima as well, so I'll take stock of the equation. We'll pay to life, actually. I will pay to life, actually. So I can do this. Just destroy artifacts and creatures. So those two are out. And then I can do that. This is a 4/4 green beast creature token. You know what? I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm kinda waiting. I'm doing something bad here. But unless our opponent gets a way of what's it called? Giving everything haste, I feel like we're fine. Like, we have an Ultima which is perfectly good. Kinda sucks that we have to... Oh, he's going all out towards me. Okay, so I can do that. That's interesting. I was not expecting that, I'm gonna be honest, but I'll have 2 blockers. I will discard the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I need that. So I'll discard that. Actually, I won't. I'll discard the stock up again. And I'll block there, and I'll block there. All good. We are controlling the situation. I can do that. Just Ultima. Take everything out. Our opponent only has 1 card in hand. Okay. That is scary. Okay, decided to go for roll. That's fantastic for us. That is beautiful. It couldn't have been better for us, you know? So that's ward 1. We can ward 1. Yep, that's the play. Return target spell or permanent. So I'm gonna return that. I'm gonna deal 4 damage to that. And I'm gonna pay 4 damage. And let's create another prowess thingy. We now have 3 creatures on the battlefield that can help us survive, plus 6 more life to gain and 3 more damage to deal, or 6 more damage to deal in that case. And we just got to win. And once again, nothing like control. Like, you just gotta be patient. Very, very patient. I managed to, like, I think our opponent made a mistake when he went with the Frenzied Ballast into Raul, but we were on 10 life if I'm not mistaken, so we would have been on 5. That wouldn't make that much of a difference. I don't know, maybe our opponent could have played things a little bit different. We try to really capitalize on our 3 steps ahead with the rampaging ballad. We didn't counter, we really tried to capitalize on our ultima as well, clearing the entire board before playing the Jeskai revelation, getting creatures, getting life, getting everything, getting everything set up for a very strong turn. Like next turn I would most likely play Floodform Verge, he consult the charts, get 2 cards and see how much damage I could do. I could probably close out the game next turn, but we got the win without needing all of that, so pretty happy. Let's get into another one. Been a couple hours since that loss, so I don't quite remember how it went, but clearly didn't went great for us, so didn't go that well. We'll keep. We need mana. We have 3 steps ahead and a stock up. So this is gonna be a Zoria's artifact, I'm pretty sure, just by looking at one land. Another 3 steps ahead. Okay, so let's see. Crypto thingy, no. Cryogenic something. That's what I meant. I'll definitely take that one. And we already have mana to cast it. Okay, there we go. Azoria's artifact. 2 for the win. So I'm gonna go with that. Do I mind letting him set up a board that much? I don't think so. So I'm gonna stock up actually. Consult charts and no more lies. I will be forced to discard something. I'll discard the other Verge, I think. Okay, Braided Net. He hasn't found the thing you want, and we all know what you want. So I think I'm going to pay to life and just chill. Fast turn, If nothing happens, consult the charts kick. If something happens, might lightning helix. No more lies. We are ready for an ultima. 1,000,000%. I'm gonna no more lies because he wants to go repurposing bay, which this way he cannot, and I can still consult the charts without clicking it. So I don't necessarily mind that. We will still get 1 card. This is we're actually playing against my favorite deck, which is artifacts. I love me some artifacts, man. So I think I know pretty well what our opponent wants to do, but I guess so does everyone that plays against artifact. Now, artifact doesn't usually have a lot of counters, at least from my experience and from what I remember, but this our opponent might be running a different list, who knows. And again, we don't mind necessarily if our opponent finds his simulacrum. We just need to make sure we don't let that get too out of hand, because we have an ultima and we have 3 steps ahead to control things. So we're definitely taking the stock up. And there we have the other land. So I will stock up. I will have to put 2 cards in hand. Inevitable defeat, definitely. This doesn't destroy artifacts, so it doesn't really matter. Just got revelation, sure, why not? We have mana. And I will start in town actually. Because again, do not mind that much if our opponent finds what he's looking for. So with this, he's going to get a plane, get to life. He's going to use repurposing bay, go get the simulacrum. But guess what? Instead of Ultima, we can actually just try an inevitable defeat simulacrum, you know? And it's one less. Because the Ultima will be something we will need to use when the simulacrum is in like full swing, you know what I mean? So definitely take out the simulacrum, get 3 life back. If he has a counter, no more lies. Okay, let's just pass turn. Now it's more than true and accurate that our opponent does have repurposing bay, which means he can keep doing what he's doing, playing 2 cost artifacts and just going to get the simulacrums either way. But it's like I said, we have ways of dealing with them. We just need to be smart about them, and that's the hard part playing against this deck, because they can go crazy on just one turn. So we can spring load, we can no more lies, but he's doing this. Nah, I'm not gonna let him. I'm not gonna let him. I don't mind. You have 4 mana, because I know what you wanted. You wanted to just have 1 there. It's not ideal, but we're just gonna pass turn. Who knows, maybe with a little bit of luck we can 3 steps ahead, draw some cards, get enough mana for a Jeskai Revelation or something, you know? Like if we Jeskai Revelation, our opponent is well, not done for, but it's gonna be very hard. Plus we have 2, which means we can go back to back, and that will hinder our opponent's chances even more. So I don't know if our opponent quit or if he just, I don't know. Let's see, I think he's back. Okay, so depending on what our opponent plays, we can just 3 steps ahead, draw some cards even. Okay, he's gonna get what? Hedron Archive? Or something like that? Oh, the Fire Crystal, okay. Okay, I see you. I see what you're doing. That's good. Is he gonna tap that? I don't necessarily mind. Again, all of this I'm banking on an Ultima, you know, like if he can just screw with us heavy. I'm gonna do this, draw some cards. I don't want him to get more stuff. I'll take that one out because I want to land. We got get lost. We can actually kill that without needing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7. I think I'm just gonna get lost now because Jeskai Revelation. Well, no, he actually cannot play the Fire Crystal, so I think I'm just gonna try and Jeskai Revelation. So I'm gonna return that. Deal 4 damage there. Get those cards in hand and just pass turn. Because these 2 have prowess, right? So our opponent doesn't have a red source. This gets him a plains. I don't mind him getting another Simulacrum Synthesizer, to be honest. It's just another thing that I will destroy, and it will only leave him with 1 more because we already destroyed 1. So I'm assuming our opponent has 4. If he has 4, that's it. He will only have 1 more. and these creatures don't have um, what's it called? The creatures don't have God damn it, I forgot the name. Haste. That was much harder than it should have been. 1,000,000%. So I'm going to get lost again just because, and I think I'm just gonna go with that. Fast turn. We have enough to 3 steps ahead. We have enough for that. We have enough for 2 lightning helixes as well. So let's see what our opponent has. Pinnacle Starkers. Definitely not. And can I? No. Should I? Yes. Screw it. I have an Ultima. Okay, I will. I think I'll rather scry than surveil, to be honest. No, I don't know what our opponent has. I don't care, to be honest. He's gonna get a 1-drop because this has 0. He has nothing, so that was a waste of his time and energy, I guess. And I'm gonna scry. I'll take a stock up for sure. I'm going to do this for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana available. So I will get this. Actually, I'll get another Consult the Shard and the Inevitable Defeat. And I guess I'll just swing for 4 again. I think this makes a whole lot of sense. Because I don't have counters anymore, right? So let's say our opponent finds a way of getting another synthesizer on the battlefield or something. So nothing. That's beautiful for me. I think I'm just gonna... Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, my turn then. I'm not gonna waste time. So I think I'm gonna do this on Simulacrum, obviously. It has to be the Simulacrum. Just to get a little prowess thing going. Let me see. I have 3, 6. Let's see. Let's see if we can finish this turn. I think we can. Yeah, we can. That was perfect, man. That was a fantastic showing of this deck. I'm not gonna lie. I really, really enjoyed this. It was such a good game against, for me, the best deck in the format. And I say the best because it's the most like complete. Maybe not the actual best, but what a goddamn game, man. Really happy with this win. Let's see if we can get another one and a rank up. I do not understand how I died in this last game. Our opponent had the Goldsvein Hydra. That was a 6/6 with Indestructible and Death Touch. I blocked it with the Meringue River Regent, the 6/7. So there's no like trample going, right? There's no damage going above the 7. And our opponent then attacked with 1/1 Llanowar Elves and 1/3. None of them had trample. Both of them were blocked by 2 1/1s. And I died with -2 life when I had 3 life. I do not understand how. I do not understand how that's possible. And I really want to. So I'm gonna put a short on my socials. And hopefully you guys can explain that to me, because I don't know how that's possible. Okay, so let me focus on the game at hand. I think I'm gonna go with that one. I'll take another land. I think we're gonna need land. Next turn will most likely, what is this? Open. Okay, whenever he deals, he can knives. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm gonna Thundering Balls. Stock up, I'll take stock up. And I will definitely consult the charts. The start charts this turn. Because next turn we're gonna have to start doing things for ourselves, you know? Like, conniving is not great, but it's also not the worst thing. Unless you had like the monument, which we are ready for with two beautiful cards. I really like this card actually. Inevitable Defeat is actually a very good card. The fact that this is an instant and it can't be countered makes all the sense in the world. I mean. Okay, it wasn't needed. Our opponent is back. I like these sleeves. These are cool. Ooh, Yara, okay. I'm confused with what our opponent is trying to do. I don't think I'm gonna consult the start charts now. I think I'm gonna just chill for a little bit, you know. I will try and stock up those, so I'm going to start in town because it's gonna come in tapped either way. If our opponent has counters, I'm sure he will. Definitely go get a land. I will go get that one. And I don't know if I would rather have I think I would rather have removal encounters. So our end is stacked. We have mana, we have removal, we have card draw. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So let's see what our opponent is playing. Is this like a crazy reanimator deck? Oh, it's an Oculus. Okay. So it's a reanimator. I don't need. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna temple, try, see what we get. 3 steps ahead. I'll definitely take 3 steps ahead, and I think I'm gonna pass turn. I don't know what our opponent is playing. To be fair, I think it's a reanimator deck. I think that's what makes sense at least. I will try and get lost this turn. Maybe our opponent has a counter or something, and at least we will understand. I think our opponent is scared of our open mana, so that's why he doesn't want to use his reanimator spells. I'm not gonna consult the start charts or consult the star charts right now. Okay, our opponent's just going all out with the small creatures. We are still good, so just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I don't want to be too cautious, but I don't also want to be too crazy. So, you know, if our opponent doesn't play anything like crazy, we're not gonna counter anything, we're not gonna kill anything for now. We're just gonna pass turn, consult the star chart, draw cards. That's the plan. If our opponent plays something a little bit crazy like this, discard the card, number of permanent cards in the graveyard, and the stuff is that. So I think I'm gonna let that one fly. We just got the win. Don't ask me why. I think our opponent knew what, like, we were a very control heavy deck and just decided to quit. But you know, we had 6 mana. This turn we would either, I don't know, maybe counter something he played, our opponent played, maybe inevitable defeat something, depending on how big it was. We would definitely consult the start charts, hopefully kick. Probably next turn we would try an Ultima. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, that was risky, but maybe we would get a No More Lies here or something like that. Our opponent with just 3 mana couldn't pay for the 3 for the No More Lies. If he had a counter or something like that, you know what I mean? So this card I thought about countering, but at the same time, like, I didn't look at this as a huge threat. So This game wasn't the best, but we got the rank up we wanted. So let's see what happens next. What can I say? Control deck through and through. There's nothing more controlly than this. But it also has a little bit of something that I like, which is you're not just waiting to annoy your opponent and you only have one trick up your sleeve. No, you have several tricks up your sleeve. Like this deck has a lot of card draw. Of course, it has a lot of control. That's the point. 3 steps ahead, no more lies, lightning helix, get lost, inevitable defeat, ride's end, ultima, and even these two can be considered heavy control pieces. On the other hand, it also has a lot of other things. You can copy creatures, you gain a bunch of life with this. You draw a lot of cards. Route crackling wit creates tokens. This copies tokens. I think I said that before. You can finish the game with a creature with Meringue River Regent. Jeskai Revelation is control, life gain, card draw, all in one pack. All in one little beautiful package. I mean, very good deck, man. I think if you guys try it, you will actually really enjoy this. Control is not really something that I'm super fond of playing, but I actually had a lot of fun with this one. I think it's control without being too much. Does that make sense? I maybe would. Obviously, if you have 4 Jeskai Revelations, you should. I only have 2, and I'm not gonna spend my last 2 mythics on more copies, but you should play this 4 Jeskai Revelations. Maybe even more Ultimas, or another board wipe instead of, I don't know, maybe 2 No More Lies and I don't know, 3 stock ups, and you can have like 2 split ups or something like that, or Authority of the Councils for a little bit more life gain, something like that, something that helps with the control aspect of the game. But the deck works out pretty well. I think you guys are gonna like it if you have the wild cards for it. Any deck that allows me to play with this beautiful version of Lightning Helix is good for me. And yeah, I think you guys are gonna enjoy the deck. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys try the deck out. Let me know what you guys think. But this was it, guys. This was the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please don't forget to leave that like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We are on our way to our 300 sub goal. We're gonna have a little bit of a giveaway when we get to 500. That's gonna be our next sub goal. So let's make that happen. I don't know what we're gonna give away, but I'm gonna do my best to make it good. So make it worth your while. So hopefully that will happen soon enough. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.